We are the storm, and our enemies cannot comprehend our strength, our determination, our resolve, our passion. Our lineage and our legacy hails back to Athens, to Rome, to Philadelphia, to Monticello. Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the art and architecture. They built the industry. Erica stands on the shoulders of thousands of years of warriors, of women who raised up families, raised up city, raised up industry, raised up civilization, who pulled us out of the caves and the darkness into the light. The light will defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us.
Hello, what's up, good people? What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing great from wherever you're watching this video from, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for this video. Now, in this particular video, what I want us to talk about is maybe something people are actually talking about. And for the last 3-4 days, people have been talking about what happened during the memorial of Charlie Kirk. Yeah. And a lot has been being said about the speeches there. But in this particular video, my attention was actually drawn to the speech delivered by one Stephen Miller during that memorial. Because, at first, because it is a memorial, I expected the usual praises, mourning words, and, personal memories. The obvious in a memorial ceremony. But if you listened keenly, and I went back after someone provoked me to think deeper into it, and I realized that Miller's speech was not just a speech, a memorial speech, a eulogy. It was a carefully crafted ideological statement. It was less about honoring the dead. It was more about pushing a certain worldview that many of us have had echoed in history, or many of us could actually say it's rooted in supremacy, white supremacy, division, and selective memory. Now, and I tried to come up with a script, and I broke it down word for word, yeah. And before we break it down, or we analyze this a bit critically, let's listen to the full speech, so we are all on the same page, and then we'll give a good analysis. So here is the speech.
Hello, Turning Point. Hello, Patriots. Hello to our fearless president, Donald J. Trump. And hello to millions of Americans all across this land who are gathered in sadness and sorrow to mourn Charlie Kirk, but also to dedicate ourselves to finishing his mission and achieving victory in his name. The day that Charlie died, the angels wept, but those tears have been turned into fire in our hearts. And that fire burns with a righteous fury that our enemies cannot comprehend or understand. When I see Erica and her strength and her courage, I'm reminded of a famous expression. The storm whispers to the warrior that you cannot withstand my strength. And the warrior whispers back, I am the storm. Erica is the storm. We are the storm. And our enemies cannot comprehend our strength, our determination, our resolve, our passion. Our lineage and our legacy hails back to Athens, to Rome, to Philadelphia, to Monticello. Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the art and architecture. They built the industry. Erica stands on the shoulders of thousands of years of warriors, of women who raised up families, raised up city, raised up industry, raised up civilization, who pulled us out of the caves and the darkness into the light. The light will defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us. Because we stand for what is good, what is virtuous, what is noble. And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have? You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred. You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who lift up humanity. You thought you could kill Charlie Kirk? You have made him immortal. You have immortalized Charlie Kirk. And now millions will carry on his legacy. And we will devote the rest of our lives to finishing the causes for which Charlie gave his last measure of devotion. You cannot defeat us, you cannot slow us, you cannot stop us, you cannot deter us. We will carry Charlie and Erica in our heart every single day and fight that much harder because of what you did to us. You have no idea the dragon you have awakened. You have no idea how determined we will be to save this civilization, to save the West, to save this republic. Because our children are strong, and our grandchildren will be strong, and our children's children's children will be strong. And what will you leave behind? Nothing, nothing. To our enemies, you have nothing to give, you have nothing to offer, you have nothing to share, but bitterness. We have beauty, we have light, we have goodness, we have determination, we have vision, we have strength. We built the world that we inhabit now, generation by generation, and we will defend this world. We will defend goodness, we will defend light, we will defend virtue. You cannot terrify us, you cannot frighten us, you cannot threaten us, because we are on the side of goodness, we are on the side of God. And to my friend Charlie, to my brother Charlie, I know you are looking at us right now. I know you're watching Erica right now. I know you're watching your children right now. And I promise you, my friend, I promise you, my brother, we will prove worthy of your sacrifice. We will prove worthy of your time on earth. We will make you proud. We will finish the job. We will defeat the forces of darkness and evil, and we will stand every day for what is true, what is beautiful, what is good, and we will achieve victory for our children, for our families, for our civilization, and for every patriot who stands with us. God bless you. God bless Turning Point. God bless Erica. God bless the Kirk family. God bless our heroes. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Okay, now you have listened to that speech, and in my analysis, I try to critically understand what's happening here. I broke this into three parts, yeah? And the first part was the pure display of white supremacy that was being expressed in this speech. So now that we've had that speech, maybe we can pack it. You know, let's start at this point. So the first thing that really stands out from Miller's position is whiteness as the foundation of civilization. Yeah, he paints a picture of white people as the bringers of light, the ones who pulled us from the caves. That's very symbolic. Pulled us from the caves, and that they build the modern world. So the phrases are not just accidental. They are very, very loaded. When you elevate one's race as the eternal source of beauty, eternal source of progress and advancement and civilization, you're reinforcing a certain hierarchy without directly saying, where others are seen as less than what you want to build as the bringers of light and progress and civilization. It's not just pride. It is white supremacy disguised as tributes or tributes to Charlie Kirk. And the timing of it during a memorial service, it makes it even more striking. Yeah, as if the audience, to remind the audience, the around the thousands of people, was it 60,000 people as the audience, who supposedly, you're reminding them who owns civilization, who owns the world. That's really, there was really a lot of display of white supremacy here. We build the world. You pulled us from darkness, from the caves. That he also implies that darkness will always defeat no, light will always defeat darkness. Those are very, very symbolic. They're not just words. And have darkness and light ever been in competition? They're actually complementary opposites. They don't fight. No. Now, let's just move to my second angle to this speech, and it was the creation of an enemy. If you observed keenly, and when I say the creation of an enemy, so another recurring theme was this, the use of they. And I hope you have noted they. He wants about a group that cannot understand an awakening in them. I don't know, white people, the far right, followers of Charlie Kirk, of Donald Trump. But he says an awakening of them. So he goes ahead to explain that there is a mysterious they who supposedly is against them, and then they have to stand. It was like beating drums of war. Now we are ready, we are set, and even before this speech, some of these notions had already been coming out since the shooting of the unfortunate shooting of Charlie Kirk. We even had men on the streets chanting that white man, they were chanting, white man, fight back. So this was already in some of the people's minds there. So this vague enemy or unmentioned enemy is a common rhetorical trick. Okay, by not naming the who they is or who they are, the audience is free to project their own fears and suspicion onto the world. It is division by design, shifting attention from individual responsibility, like the actions of that individual shooter, and now instead trying to blame some imagined collective enemy, collective opposition, and that's why it makes you feel like these people, don't they know who the culprit, the suspect, the shooter was? Because it's just one young white boy. Why are you trying to create a narrative to look like there is a collective opposition, not just this young white man that is supposed to take full responsibility? So when you look at this is dangerous because it actually creates a false sense of victimhood, while actually now fueling hostility towards anyone perceived as they or the other or other than them. It is a way of saying we are under attack, and then so our unity is only that can save us. You see that's how people speak in coded. There's a very coded speech, this one, yeah. And so that's the second angle that I, or a theme that was coming out. And the third one was the erasure of, I can say bluntly, non-white contributions. He says, um, we build the world, and we wanna try to make sense of who we is in that case. Who is we? From all the rhetorics that have been going around since the shooting, the fatal shooting, who are we? Who was under attack? So there is a sweeping claim that we build the world. So by framing white people or their group, which is definitely a majority white, if not entirely white, Miller is trying to erase the countless contribution of the other people, those that are not part of them. Black inventions or inventors, indigenous builders, Asian innovations, Latin American creators. I mean, history is full of people of color, black people, brown people who have, shaped America, shaped the world in science, in art, in music, in technology, in medicine, and in fact, historically, often under brutal oppression. They still have done that under oppression. You cannot, I mean, to ignore that is to declare whiteness as the beginning and the end of civilization, which is a big historical inaccuracy. For me, it feels like it's the opposite of the truth. The rest of they have built more than white people, white supremacists, okay? And this is deliberate. This is a deliberate erasure, and it serves a purpose to strengthen the myth that only one group, and the group that deserves to lead, while others are relegated to the margins, to the sidelines, to spectators, basically. Yeah. So those are my three angles. This is a deep one, but this is a very, very heavily coded speech if you look at it. Yeah, so there was a sharp display of white supremacy, creation of an enemy, a collective, a group of enemy, and then there is an erasure, deliberate erasure of non-white contribution or non-them contribution, okay? And so in the end, this speech at Charlie Kirk's memorial was not just a simple tribute, it was a sermon of supremacy, okay? And I understand now why many people are upset with this particular speech. It really tried to celebrate, it was a certain ideology of celebrating white supremacy as divine, and it created an enemy to fear, and it erased contribution of many other people. This is why we have to really pay deeper attention to some of these speeches in context, because you see, this rhetoric, like this doesn't just stay in that room, the room that it's meant. It spreads, it really spreads, and it emboldens those that already believe in racial hierarchy, those that already believe the white supremacy, whiteness is default, whiteness is better. It makes them bold to go ahead and now continue thinking about this, and it plants a seed in especially those that are unsure, especially young people. When young people listen to such rhetorics, then they grow up to believe in that false propaganda. So the memorial might have been about Charlie Kirk, but the speech itself revealed much more, than just that narrative. It was about who built the world, who belongs to the world, who is more human than the other, and that's why it really matters to break it down. Yeah, I don't know what you think about my breakdown. That was really my personal take to it. I don't know if you agree. I have seen many people complain about that particular speech. I went back to review it, and I came up with my own deeper analysis of it. Do share with me what you think about that speech, what you think about my own analysis, if you agree or disagree. Yeah, I'd love to see your comment in the comment section below. If you love this video, you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. You can share it as well, so other people can also have their own take. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for your time. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and be part of us. Peace.